What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. So the topic that I'll be discussing this live stream today is in regards to how to overcome porn addiction, right? So the one thing we have to understand at the end of the day is that a lot of men suffer from watching a lot of porn, right? A lot of men fap a lot. A lot of men don't take care of themselves, and the one thing you have to realize is that when you're putting yourself in a position to watch a lot of porn, it's causing you to end up getting ED. You're going to end up getting ED from watching porn. You're going to end up being sad from watching porn. You're going to end up having to deal with a lot of things that you wouldn't have had to deal with from watching porn. You're more depressed. You're not as physically strong, right? You're going to have a hard time talking to girls in the future, right? Because the thing is that you're so addicted to the screen. You're so addicted to watching it, and you think that that's reality. And then when you go up to a real girl, you end up having ED. You end up having anxiety and depression. Why are you having those things? Because you're watching porn. Porn is not going to put you in a position of power, especially consuming it all the time, right? There are certain things that you can do to be able to enhance your performance, especially when you get with the girl, especially if you're not watching porn. That's why we're here to talk about it tonight. We're here to talk about the benefits of semen retention and the benefits of NoFAP, right? And I think it's important to differentiate between semen retention and NoFAP, or NoFAP and semen retention, right? NoFAP is when you engage in not whacking yourself off in order to be able to bust a nut, right? That's what NoFAP is. While semen retention could consist of two things. When you're having fun with the girl, you train yourself to not orgasm, or not orgasm. Well, you could say either not orgasm or you train yourself to not bust, because there's a difference between having an orgasm as a man and busting. As a man, you can have an orgasm and not bust, but you can also have an orgasm and bust, right? What you're training yourself to do with semen retention is to not bust, which is basically you having an orgasm but not releasing your seed. While there's also monk mode, which basically means you're not fapping and you're also not coming into contact with women or men, if that's what you do. I don't personally do that. I love women. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, the reality of the situation is that there's benefits to both semen retention and monk mode, right? Some of the benefits include obviously you having clearer skin, especially if you're taking care of yourself, especially if you participate more in cold showers. You're going to activate your muscle groups to be able to be functioning more properly, a lot more blood flow, because obviously they're going to see the body's cold, so they're going to have to increase the blood flow to make the body hotter, which is going to show in you having thicker muscles, right? You having your muscles showing out a lot more, especially if they are thick. If they're not thick, then I don't know what to tell you. There's so many other benefits, right? So clearer skin, muscles are going to start to pop out a lot more. You're going to become a lot less depressed if you believe in depression, right? You're going to stop feeling anxiety. You're going to start feeling a lot stronger, especially if you're putting that work into the gym and you're on retention. Like that's a double whammy. That's a double whammy. I believe that's what it's called. Like two good things happening at the same time, right? It can't get any better than that. So the point here is that you basically want to put yourself in a position to be able to be successful. No, my bad. It's not a double whammy. It's basically two good things happening. It's not a double whammy. My bad. But it's basically two good things happening back to back. It's meant to help you prosper. It's meant to help you succeed. It's meant to help you do the things that you got to do in order to become successful. So as long as you stay focused and you keep doing those things, you're going to be fine. But the reality is that a lot of men suffer from erectile dysfunction. A lot of men suffer from not being able to talk to women, right? A lot of men suffer from all of these things because the thing is that they're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their health. They're not putting themselves in positions to succeed. How can you succeed when all you're focused on is watching porn? Think about that for 2 seconds. That's the reality of the situation. You have to start putting yourself in a position of power. That's not going to happen if you're not succeeding. That's not going to happen if you're not focused on God. That's not going to happen if you're not putting the work in the gym. That's not going to happen if you're not focused on leveling up as a human being, as a man. So there are so many things that you can do in order to be able to level up, but you got to choose effectively in order to be able to put yourself in a position of power. Choice is completely up to you, right? but you're gonna have to live with the benefit, or you're gonna have to live with the result at the end of the day. That's completely up to you, right? Stay focused, keep grinding, keep putting in that effort. All of that is going to pay off, especially if you put in the work. There's no excuses in 2022. They want you to be focused. They want you to be distracted. They don't want you to have a sense of focus. They don't want you to have a sense of a bit like responsibility, right? These are the things that they want you to do on a daily basis in order to be able to become worse. But you have to prove to yourself that you can become better over time. You understand? They don't want you to be strong. They want you to be weak. You can't afford to be weak. You've got to be strong. Especially in the times we're living in right now. They want you to be weak as a man. You have to realize that at the end of the day, in the society we live in, the average woman doesn't respect the average man. Let me repeat that again. The average woman does not respect the average man. You know why the average woman doesn't respect the average man? Because the average man is a feminine man, for lack of a better term, right? The average man is a feminine man who doesn't respect himself, who doesn't put himself first, who allows people to disrespect him, who allows people to prey upon him. So how can you be respected when you're not a masculine man? If you're a masculine man in this world, you're going to be respected by somebody or people in general. Let me repeat that again. If you're a masculine man, you will be respected. If you're a feminine man, you get no respect. A lot of men don't get respect. So imagine you being a hardworking man. You're working hard, going to work, paying the bills, coming home, taking care of your lady friend, and she can't even cook for you. She can't clean for you. She doesn't want to go down on you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? With that being said, it depends on what you're looking for. So I know there's a decent amount of men out there that obviously are part of the woke family that don't want to be on semen retention. If that's what you want to do, cool. At least practice NoFAP. Stop watching porn. Stop whacking off, because you're making your digging stick to become a lot less thick and strong and long, and making it short and very, very like small. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how I can really describe it, bro. And that's like think about it. You want to be in the situation that, like, let's just say, for instance, you were to ever get off semen retention and you were to have sex with a girl. You want her to be in a position to like be like, oh my God, I want to actually like have sex with this dude. You feel what I'm saying? How can that happen when your digging stick is small? It's literally not. It's not big at all. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happens when you watch porn. It makes it smaller. So you got to put yourself in a position to succeed. That's not going to happen if you're watching porn. That's not going to happen if you're not putting in the work in the gym. You got to put yourself in a position to succeed. Trust me, the future is yours. We as woke members of the Most High, we're going to succeed one way or another. But we got to stop doing the things that are going to make us less of a man. How can you be in a position that you want a girl to mess with you, you feel what I'm saying? But she don't even respect you, bro. You act like a feminine piece of, you feel what I'm saying? You act like a feminine bitch. That's the best way I could put it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Excuse my language, but you act like a feminine bitch. You don't respect yourself. You don't put yourself first. You're not trying to level up. All you're doing is sitting home busting gallons of nut, bro. That's the best way I can put it. Who's really losing? You or her? It's you, obviously, if I'm saying. It's you. With that being said, bro, you got to put yourself in a position to succeed. How are you going to succeed? You got to write down your goals every single day. I don't care what anybody tells you. Take it from Woke Bucks, right? We're the woke family. You got to write down your goals every single day. Every place that you want to see yourself going, whether it's Bahamas, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, you got to write that down every day. How much money you want to make every day? You got to write that down. And you got to be a hustler, right? This channel is mainly for my entrepreneurs. If you're a corporate worker, it's not a problem. But the thing is that it's going to be very, very hard for you to really be able to scale as a corporate worker. If you really want to scale in regards to making a lot more money, you got to be an entrepreneur. And that's a fact. You got to put yourself in a position to be able to hustle and make a lot more money to be able to provide yourself with the lifestyle that you want to provide yourself with. Once you make that money, you invest that money into assets. You got gold and silver. You got real estate. You got NFTs, right? The metaverse. You could literally order pizza from the metaverse through the NFTs and they could deliver it to you in real time. So imagine you ordering pizza, Domino's, Pizza Hut, whatever, from the NFTs, right? From the metaverse. And then the Domino's pizza guy comes to your house and delivers the pizza for you. That's what you should be investing in, bro. That's the future. You feel what I'm saying? People don't know about these things, but I'm going to tell you the truth. We should be investing in those things, bro, because these things are going to help you to become wealthy in the future. People don't realize these things because all they're doing is focusing on everything that's on Instagram, Shade Room, all that does not matter, bro. All of that does not matter. Y'all are watching Pornhub, beating your digging stick off, bro. All of that does not matter, bro. It's only going to put you in a situation where you're going to feel more angry, more sad, more depressed, you're gonna have a small digging stick, and you're not gonna be able to have other girls that are attracted to you. So you're really just a walking L. But on this channel, we're not gonna be walking L's. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna help each other grow. We're gonna continue to prosper. We're gonna continue to get better. But we got to talk about these things in order to be able to level up. That's the facts. And I'm here to tell you. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. So one really has to ask themselves, what do I have to do to level up? You got to become spiritually in sync with God, bro. That's one thing you got to do. You got to get in the gym every day. Whether you do home workouts, whether you go to the gym, it doesn't matter. You got to be at least active for 30 minutes every single day. There's no reason for you not to be active. You could do it in the morning. You wake up in the morning, first thing, do some jumping jacks, do some push-ups. If you can go to the gym, go get that weight work in, right? Go do some cardio, go run treadmill, whatever. You got to get it in. It's going to help you get better. Imagine you're fat, right? You're doing these workouts for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. You're going to start to see changes, especially if you're taking pictures every day. You feel what I'm saying? Your body's going to start to become slimmer. You're going to start to feel like you're getting taller. Your muscles are going to start to get bigger. Your clothes are going to start to fit you, right? For my people out there that are bigger and their clothes don't fit them the way they used to fit them 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, imagine dropping all that weight and your clothes are fitting again. You feel like this shit, right? These are the things that you got to start doing. What else you got to do? You got to get your mental right, bro. Especially as a man, they want you to be weak in the society. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be weak in the society. They want you to be a bitch. They don't want you to be able to think for yourself. They want you to rely on the government all the time. No, we're not doing that, bro. And I'm not saying that the government's bad, but the thing is that you got to create a future for yourself. They want you to be 30-year-old men that are sitting at home, living with mommy and daddy, eating off of them, right? It's a purpose and drive. You gotta want to have that ambition to be able to take care of yourself first. Because once you take care of yourself, then you can take care of other people like your mother and your father, or your brothers and your sisters, or your extended family, or people from your community. But you got to start it first. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. The road is going to be tough. I'm going to keep it a stack. You're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, right? You go back and you watch my YouTube live stream from earlier. I was telling y'all the truth. You're going to go through trials and tribulations that's going to really make you have to go through stuff. But you got to be strong, because I'm telling you, before God and man right now, when you go through those trials and tribulations and you remain strong, no matter what happens to you, God is going to bless you with money. God is going to bless you with wealth. Well, that's wealth. He's going to bless you mentally. He's going to bless you with females. Like, I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. When you're going through the most trials and tribulations in your life and you do what you have to do, God is going to start opening so many doorways and paths for so many females to come into your life. Females that you used to date back in high school, back in middle school, they're going to be hitting you up on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever type of social media, even the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. They're going to be hitting you up to be asking you, hey, how are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time. I think we should catch a cup of coffee or something. You feel what I'm saying? Go to the bar, go drink something, whatever. However old you are. But they're going to hit you back up. Now it's up to you to decide what you want to do. And that's a fact. If it's a girl that you liked in the past and she didn't give you the time of day and now she's giving you the time of day, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. If you respect yourself, don't fuck with her. If you respect yourself, do not mess with her. Why? Because the thing is that all she's trying to do is use you for what you have right now. You got to value yourself, especially as a man. You can't allow yourself to be taken advantage of. Why would you mess with the girl that didn't give you the time of day when you didn't have anything? Now that you've put in the work in the gym, you're strong as shit, right? You've worked on your mentality. You've worked on your relationship with God. You've worked on getting your bag. Now she sees you leveled up, right? Through you posting sexy pictures on Instagram. No homo. You feel what I'm saying? Excuse me. Now she wants to be a part of the team. Don't give her an opportunity, bro, because she don't want to be a part of the team when you weren't nothing. The reality of the situation is that women only mess with men at the finish line. Let me repeat that again. Women only mess with men at the finish line. If you're not a man at the finish line, she does not mess. Majority of women don't want to mess with you. But when you come in contact with women that actually want to mess with you while you're going through the process of finding who you are, they're cooking for you, they're cleaning for you, they want to be a part of your life and actually add value, those are the women that you have to cherish. Or that's the woman that you have to cherish. Because I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of women are going to come into your life just to take from you. I'm going to tell you the truth, the God honest truth. The average woman comes into dealing with you, right? Comes into a relationship asking you in her mind, yo, what are you doing? What are you going to do for me? What are you doing for me? Did you buy me a Gucci purse yet? Did you buy me a Rolls Royce yet? Did you buy me a Mercedes? Where am I what are the name of those shoes? The ones with the boots. I forgot what they're called, bro. The Balenciagas. You feel what I'm saying? That's the mentality she's coming in with. That's the mentality she's coming in with. So you as a man, you got to really decide, listen, is this girl an asset or a liability? What do I mean by asset? A girl that's making you money. Is she bringing money to the table? Or is she bringing any sort of value to the table, right, as an asset? Or is she removing your value, right? Taking your value from you and just putting it in herself and not bringing anything to the table. If you're dealing with a woman that's not bringing anything to the table, you need to cut her off. I'll repeat that again. If you're dealing with a woman that's not bringing anything to the table, you need to cut her off. She's useless. Especially if she's not cooking for you, bro. I'm gonna be real. Any girl you're talking to, any girl you're dealing with, if she's not cooking for you, she's useless. If she's not providing any sort of value, she's useless. If she's not cleaning for you, she's useless. If she doesn't stimulate you mentally, like in the sense that you can have a conversation with her without the conversation going dead after a couple of seconds, she's useless to you. Most girls in this society now here in America, bro, they've been trained to not even know how to speak to men. You know how sad that is? They don't even know how to have a simple conversation. They don't even know how to say, hey, how are you doing? You might be the type of man that's generous and hold the door for the woman. She doesn't even appreciate that anymore. But then when you as a man don't do that anymore, oh, why don't men court women anymore? Men don't court women anymore. They don't care about us. You see why they don't care about you? You feel what I'm saying? They don't care about you because you don't respect that. How can you respect a man that's showing you love and attention? Because women were trained to be opposite of that, bro. They were trained to just love the bad guys and want to be used by them. And then when they're done with their party phase, which is roughly around like 29, 30 years old, they want a guy for security, a guy that's going to be able to take care of them. And this is the thing. You might think that most women eventually end up getting over the party phase. The reality of the situation is that a lot of women here in America, especially, they never get over the party phase. The thing is that when they reach 29, 30 years old, they just want a man that's going to be at home while they go outside and do their dirt. And the reality is that if you're a man in the future that wants to get married and you get married to a woman that does her dirt outside, you're going to be looked at as the fool. Because imagine you going into the club and every dude is laughing at you because they banged your chick. Let me repeat that again so you can really understand what I just said. Imagine you being the dude at home and then you eventually end up going out to the club with your girl and all the dudes are laughing at you because they literally smashed your chick. Who's going to look dumb? You or the girl? Who's going to look dumb? You or the girl? It's obviously you. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to look dumb. Therefore, you have to make sure that when you're dealing with women, you're in your tip-top shape. How is that going to happen? First and foremost, stop watching porn. Let me say that again. Stop watching porn. Stop fapping. You need to engage in semen retention. I would advise you to engage in semen retention monk mode or monk mode semen retention. Don't talk to girls and don't fap for 1 year. If you can do it for 1 year and survive 1 year of not fapping and not talking to women, and you use it as an opportunity to self-improve, you're getting in the gym, you're getting to your bag. And I'm gonna be real with you because this is the thing, especially with me being on my journey. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's easy. It's not easy. There's a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, how can you do it? It's not easy." It's not. But you got to be strong. Imagine you take 2 years or at least a year and you focus on semen retention monk mode. You're not trying to have sex with women and you're not watching porn. And you use it as an opportunity to be able to get to your bag. You use it as an opportunity to be able to get stronger. You use it as an opportunity to be able to improve your mental. You know how wealthy you could literally be in a year? In 1 year, your life could literally change 360. I promise you, bro. From 1 month to 6 months to 12 months. But you got to use this as an opportunity, especially if you're a young man. You're in your early 20s, like myself, I'm 21, right? Or if you're in your late teens, 17, 16, 17. Well, 16 is like mid-teens, but it doesn't matter. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you're in your late 20s or even mid-20s, 20, 24, 25, 26, and so on and so forth, you got to use this as an opportunity to self-improve. There are no more excuses in 2022. You have to be on your tip-top shape. That's not going to happen if you're not focused on self-improvement. That's not going to happen if you're not focused on how you can level up. They don't want you to be woke in the society as a man. They want you to continue to fall into the matrix. If you stay in the matrix, you're going to die. And it's going to be a painful death because the thing is that you never figured out the truth. When you live in the blue pill matrix, they want you to be a beta male simp mangina. They want you to be a beta bitch who gets disrespected by their wife in public, right? You'll literally go to a football game or a basketball game. Your wife will be disrespecting another man, and then she slaps that man, and that man knocks you out. How are you gonna feel, bro? You don't believe me? Go watch what happened last year at one of the Los Angeles Rams games, right? A woman was talking out of her neck to another man. This is a white woman in her white man. She was talking out of her neck to this black dude with dreads, just like myself, but his dreads were a lot longer. She ends up going to slap the man in the face. You know what the man did to her husband or to her man? He knocked her out, or he knocked him out. He knocked him out. Because this is the reality of the situation. We live in a society now where, let's say, for instance, it's a man and a man. A man is going to be very careful talking mess to another man because he realizes at any point in time, there can be violence. And when there's violence, somebody could potentially die. You never know how bad it could get. That's why we as men, we don't talk out of our neck to other men majority of the time. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but majority of the time, we don't talk out of our neck to another man. But a woman, listen to me carefully, a woman thinks that she can talk out of her neck to another man or to a man because he's not going to do anything. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to keep it a stat. On this channel, we speak the truth. I, as a man, would I ever put my hands on a woman? Hell no, because I wasn't raised like that. But does that mean that if a woman were putting her hands on me, that I wouldn't disable her? I would definitely disable her, but am I going to start punching her or slapping her? No, I'm not going to do that. But just understand what I'm saying. Just because I wouldn't put my hands on a woman doesn't mean that other men out there would not put their hands on a woman, especially if she initiated it first. Like, for instance, if a woman were to go to another man and slap him in the face, understand that there are men out there that would slap the shit out of you if you would ever put your hands on them. That's a fact. On everything, that's a fact. Because women think that men can't put their hands, but the thing is that we live in a society where women want to be treated as equals to men when it suits them. But then when it also suits them, they want to be treated like a lady. That's not how life works. You have to pick and choose what you want for your life. If you want to be treated like a lady, be treated like a lady, which basically means you're not equal to men, and men are above you. But if you want to be treated like a man, and you put your hands on a man is going to beat the hell out of you. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? You have to understand that a lot of women, especially in the society now, even with them having a bad attitude and being disrespectful and being prideful, it takes the right type of man to humble her, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Real talk. If you ever come into an encounter with a woman that you like or likes you, or not even that likes you, because a woman that likes you is not going to disrespect you, bro. Any woman in general. Let's say, for instance, in Miami, let's say she's bad. Like she's an 8, 9, or 10, right? She's bad. And she talks out of her neck to you, especially as a man. You know what you got to do to get her to respect you right then and right there? You got to check her. Check her right then and right there. So let's say, for instance, let's role play, right? For example, let's say you're having a conversation with a man or having a conversation with a woman as a man, and a woman comes to you and says, "Oh, so I heard you're a misogynist and you don't like women. How dare you talk to women like that?" You as a man should be like, first and foremost, don't ever talk to me like that again. Who the fuck are you? You know who the fuck I am. Don't ever fucking talk to me like that again. Don't play that shit. That to them is going to be like, yo, who the fuck is this dude? Like, who is he talking to like that? But they like that, though. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They like that. That to them is like, it's like a turn on, because the thing is that most dudes don't have the balls to talk to them like that. Let me repeat that again. Most dudes don't have the balls to talk to them like that. So when you as a man stand upon principle and you talk to her the way she deserves to be talked to, especially if she's acting bitchy, she's going to respect you. Right then and right there, she probably might have a problem with it, but long term, she's going to respect you. That's how y'all have to talk to these women. Real talk. Especially if they act bitchy with you. Don't let it slide. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You let it slide, subconsciously in her mind, she's going to be like, that dude's a bitch. That dude's a bitch. And if a woman thinks you're a bitch, she's going to friend zone you. Real talk. You know how disrespectful it is for you to like a woman and for her to friend zone you? She's basically telling you subconsciously, I would never smash you. I would never have sex with you. Even though that shouldn't be your intention right now, I think you guys should focus on monk mode semen retention. And that also goes into me telling you, I don't think you should try to be friends with women. You can try to have conversations, but don't try to be their friend. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you try to become a woman's friend, all she's gonna use you for, majority of the time, is free attention. Women friend zone men because they don't see themselves having sex with them. And it doesn't have to be right now that you have sex with a girl. But the thing is that don't be her friend, bro. Because all she's going to do is use you for free attention. And that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. fact. I'm telling you the God honest truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. But with that being said, like one has to really like decide what they want to do. Y'all can't allow yourselves to get taken advantage of. You got to respect yourself and put yourself in a position to succeed. How is that going to happen? Stop watching porn, trust in God, and develop a relationship with Him. Go to the gym more, level up your body, level up your mental, and start trying to create ideas that you can use to make money. Right? The women that let's say you decide to deal with women, if they're not an asset to you, like I said to you before, they're not cooking for you, they're not cleaning for you, they're not giving you ideas that's going to help you make millions of dollars. They're not useful. Therefore, you kick them to the curb, right? You improving your emotions. You have to learn how to become emotionally unavailable. Let me repeat that again. You have to learn how to become emotionally unavailable, as well as becoming emotionally unavailable. What does that basically mean? You have to learn how to not really attach your feelings too much into a relationship, because when you attach your feelings and you get wronged, you're gonna feel like the bad person. You feel what I'm saying? Like for instance, let's say you were in a relationship with a girl and she cheats on you. You have to have them. You getting your emotions invested is basically like you saying, "Damn, she cheated on me. What did I do wrong?" Instead of having the mentality of abundance and saying, "Damn, she cheated on me. That's her loss. She's done for. Bye bye, bye bye. You're done for." You feel what I'm saying? If a girl were to ever cheat on me, she's done for. Not that it hasn't happened. I'm gonna be real. I've been cheated on, but I never had the mentality like, you know what? It's something I did. No, that's completely up to her. And you have to understand, if you're dealing with a woman that's cheated on you, her cheating on you is in her genetics. She's either going to cheat or she's not going to cheat. If she cheats on you, she's done for. You send her to the gulag. You feel what I'm saying? Send her to the gulag straight away. We're not tolerating that. So to recap here real quick before we end this live, focus on semen retention monk mode if you can, or if you can't, focus on NoFAP. Try not to fap. Focus on getting into the gym. Develop your relationship with God. And put yourself in a position of power to succeed. Get your bread up too, right? Hustle and make that money as an entrepreneur. There's so many things you could do. You could literally start a LLC and a C corporation, form a business. You could do fitness. You could teach people how to invest in crypto, real estate. So many things you could do, right? Do these things in order to be able to put yourself in a position of power, make money, and become the person that you know you're meant to become. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so with social media links. So make sure you go give us a check. Without further ado, this is going to be in this live stream. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man.